Hello, and welcome back to Tell Me Something Good. I'm your host, Jackie,
And I'm Jelly.
and we're so excited to be shooting today, even though they might not even realize that we took
they
a little
probably
break.
don't. Yeah, we took like a month break, but just because I wanted to get caught up with the editing because we were kind of behind. So this is kind of like a season 2, if you will.
Yes, we've deleted everything on the SD card, so it's kind of official. Nothing.
Yeah.
This is season 2 in a way, and I kind of like that it is.
Yeah.
And we're on the second half of the year.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So we've officially done 14 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
15 with this one. And honestly, it's been like 18 with the other 3 that got deleted, but
Yeah. But this episode, we're kind of just going to catch up with them and just share what's been going on for the past month.
yeah. All right.
So, Jackie, tell me something good.
It's something good, I would say.
Hold up. My foot's cramping. I don't know why.
We're going to have to start stretching before these episodes.
Why is my foot cramping? Ouch.
No, we didn't. I swear, I cramp now before everything, too. Like, when we went to the lake, we were cramping. I'm like, okay, we need to start, like, stretching
I
before
need to stretch.
everything.
Okay. Tell me something good.
All right, something good is that as of last week, I completed a 30-day challenge that included working out, drinking water, and I feel proud of myself because it was fun. I had fun doing it, and I only did it because we had a photo shoot, which
Yeah,
I'm
sometimes
glad.
you need that little inspiration to do it.
Yes,
You
and
did so good.
thank you. And I had fun like making TikToks, but I have realized that ever since I entered the challenge, I haven't made any TikToks or anything. And I need to get back on it. And I just need to challenge myself. That's the only way I'll get things done is
Yeah.
if I like have a challenge in a way.
I feel like for me, it's harder to do challenges. Especially that one, like, we weren't really being strict with it, but most of them, like, the 75 hard is, if you mess up, you got to start over.
I didn't do that on this one. I just kept going.
But it was good. I did, I got back in the gym and stuff, so it was good.
Yeah, I feel like that's what matters. And I think just now I'm in the routine of working out. Like if I don't go to the gym, I feel weird. You know, like even before this, I walked, even if it was just 30 minutes because I've been like cramping. But I was like, let me get walking and at least do something. So it kind of got me in that mindset. So if you're in a like slump or whatever, try that, working out every day, doing something, not even just going to the gym, but walking, running, whatever it is. It just gets you in that mindset. Oh.
Yeah, I think anything, like just going outside or anything is good.
And drinking water.
Yes.
But yeah, so Jelly, tell me something good.
So my something good happened like 3 weeks ago. I'm just going to say a short version of it. But pretty much I went to the flea market. I know I love to thrift and flea market and everything. And I seen this chair there that was really nice. Like it had the umbrella, it had the footrest, and you can use it for the beach or for sports and stuff. And I saw it, but I was like, I'm not even going to ask how much because it looked pretty expensive. So I went back the next day. Well, somebody commented on my TikTok and was like, go back and see if it's there. So I did. And pretty much this guy ended up buying for me.
I know, I saw that on your TikTok and I love, like,
Yeah.
but somebody, didn't he just say, like, you asked how much it was?
Yeah, so I thought he was selling it. So I asked him how much it was. And he was like, I'm not sure. I think he's selling it. And then I asked the guy and he said 25, which I had 20 on me. So I was kind of like, well, I'm going to walk around. If it's still here, I'll go back and get more money for my car. And the guy that I had first asked, and he was paying for it. So I was like, well, is he buying it?
You're like, dang, he took my chair.
And then he was like, this is for you. And I was like, what? And it's hard for me to accept things. I'm like, are you
Yes.
sure? Like let me pay you.
Oh, that is the sweetest.
Yeah, and I was just so like, oh, this is signed because I went back and that happened.
It was meant for you. I saw that chair when I went and picked up the SD card, and when I saw it, I was like, that's the chair. But it is a nice chair. It has, the footrest, the umbrella. It's a blue chair, right?
Yeah.
But
And I
love
use
that
it like
story.
every week for my son's soccer games and stuff. And I think of that man every time. So I'm like, I feel like he was a little angel.
Oh, I love that. It kind of restores your
Yeah,
like,
your faith in humanity.
Yes, that is really sweet. I love that story.
Yeah, so let's get into what we've been up to. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Other than the challenge.
I don't know. I feel like, honestly, I'm just kind of in a season of my life where I'm trying to like figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah. I feel like I'm always in that season.
Yeah, but like this is like the one of the biggest ones for me, and I don't know, I'm just been trying to figure that out, but I'm trusting in God that I will figure it out, but I guess it's just I'm the type of person that wants to control everything, know what's coming, be in control of my income. I want to know where I'm going to get my money for the next couple months or whatever. And lately it's just been like, I've kind of been distancing myself from real estate, which has been really hard for me, like really, really hard for me. But I know that it eventually is going to put me somewhere where I know I'm meant to be. But it is hard.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in that stage too of just having faith, like, things are going to get paid somehow, or we're going to be led to where we're meant to be in the end. And you can always fall back on real estate. Like it's always going to be there. So
yes, and that's what I think about too. And I know that my passion is going to be, and it is coaching, but it's also hard to say like, well, I'm just going to quit this and do that because I don't know if I'm going to have clients. I don't know if people are going to pay for it. But I can't think like that. I just have to go in with it. And you know what? I'm very blessed that if whatever happens, I have the restaurant to work.
Yeah.
If I needed, like if I really was like, okay, I'm still figuring this out. So if you're going through something like this, just know that I feel like we all kind of go through it. And if you have it figured out, like that is amazing. And I'm sure it took a lot to even get to that moment. But yeah, I'm in that season and I'm trying to be like, have faith, and I know that things will work out, and I know that I just have to follow my heart and not follow like my anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about too how we watched why do I always want to say in and out?
Why do I always want to say up?
Inside Out of like, and we're talking about how it is like that, like
Yes.
anxiety and everything. And I don't know, I feel like we also have the other voices that push us. And I remember I sent you a TikTok. It's like, whatever you want to do, your brain's going to tell you not to do it just because it's scary and it's new. But you have to like not listen to it.
Yep. And now we can kind of, like when I start feeling those thoughts or emotions, I'm like, that's anxiety pressing the button. Anxiety, joy, come on. But yeah, and I think it's good to have people in your life that like, they're like, you know what, it's okay. You're going to figure this out. Because when you have people that are like, they want the best for you, but they also tell you, well, where else are you going to make the money that, it kind of puts you in that mindset.
So they put fear in you. Like,
yes. Like there's people who have told me things like, where else are you going to make this much money? Like, but at the end of the day, I'm not driven by money. I'm driven by just finding my passion. And I'm like, what did God...
I feel like the money comes whenever you do that.
I think so. And I'm like, God, if I follow what God put me here to do, then it leads me to coaching. Like, I'm like, that's what God put me on this earth to do. Why am I feeling emotional? Okay, next.
No, I think he did though, and I think you should just do it because you give the best advice, and you're just.
Why am I crying?
Y'all message Jackie if you want a life coach. Message her.
Why am I crying? I think it's because I'm on my period, and we're not even drinking today. But I don't know. I just feel emotional these last couple of days. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, go, Jelly. You talk now. Camera is on Jelly now.
I haven't been up to much, I feel like.
Yes, you have. What you been up to? I don't know.
Just working. I think we hung out maybe twice since our break.
Yes, we did.
And just kind of trying to get things together for the photo shoot. So make sure y'all go check out the pictures. I'm sure they'll be posted by the time this is up.
And we had so much fun. Let's talk about the photo shoot. That was really fun. We were nervous.
Yes. This was my first, like, professional, I guess in a studio photo shoot. And we were very nervous, but Dev did really good with getting us comfortable.
Yes.
And I feel like they came out so good. Like, the set, oh, my God, I loved it.
It looked so good. And I don't know, I feel like we were nervous at first, but everything just kind of, the vision that we had for it just kind of came to life. And it was something that we had been talking about for a while, and just because we don't have any pictures of us like that we used to brand ourselves. So it kind of made it real.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, we have a podcast. Like, the pictures where we have the microphone were really cute to me. I was like, oh. But
And I love the environment where you can be creative and just, like, he wouldn't be like, that's silly. Like, you know, like, we're sort of like, you can just experiment and try things. And sometimes those are the cutest pictures.
and we were talking about how here where we shoot the podcast, there's always creative people here. That's what they're here to do, is model, shoot videos or pictures, podcasts. And I feel like with everyone here, we kind of get each other without even, like right now, even when we walked in, you saw that guy wave at us. Like, I'm like, oh, like we all kind of like, we don't know each other, but we're all here to create and believe in a vision that is different than the normal day-to-day thing.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you've been wanting to do a shoot or a podcast or anything, just do it.
Well, yeah, we got a comment. I don't even know if I want to talk about it.
I mean, we could talk about it.
Pretty much our real first one.
Yeah, the other one was somebody else, if you watch the other episode.
But pretty much saying that we're boring, or I don't remember, we suck or something.
Yeah, and it was funny because when we saw it, I really thought, I was like, oh my God, are we going viral for real? Because that was our most viewed video too.
It was.
But yeah, they said that everyone
is starting a podcast and we're boring or something.
Yeah. I'm like, we were going to comment back.
Oh, we had a paragraph ready. But I was like, you know what? Let's not give them that energy because they're entitled to their opinion. But I just want to be like, well, keep it moving. I don't know.
But I think that people who comment on things like that, they really don't have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
So, and no, like, not even shade to that person, because you are, like, if you don't like it, don't subscribe and just, you know, because I've watched stuff that I don't like myself, but I just won't watch it again.
Exactly.
But some people gotta just let their opinion out. I mean, we're doing the same thing with the podcast.
Yeah, that's how I want to be like, well, you do a podcast, like, let's see. And we haven't been doing it that long. Like, with time, I think that's the thing with podcasting is, or anything, you have to suck at first, kind of. You know, it's not going to be perfect, and eventually we'll be pros.
Yeah, eventually we will. And even now, like, we'll be still judgy with our episodes. Like, I'll look at it. But honestly, at the end of the day, I'm like, we're being our authentic selves. We don't turn the camera on and change our personality. Like, this is who we are.
Yeah, and there are people who enjoy it. They've told me many times. So we're doing it for them and for us.
And for us, I think for us a lot. Yeah. A lot of it is also for us. And I think just being able to be comfortable and share our feelings and emotions, like, it just feels good.
Yeah.
We were talking about how, you know how we ask each other, tell me something good. Like, when was the last time you asked somebody to tell you something good?
Yeah.
Ask somebody, tell me something good. Like, I want to hear. And then we asked somebody that day, I was like, tell me something good. And he couldn't think of anything.
It makes you think. And eventually they came up. Yeah, eventually.
What did he say?
Was it something about a boat or the lake? I don't know.
I don't even remember. He thought about it for so long. But it does make you think, because when was the last time someone asked you to tell them something good that's happening in their life?
Yeah.
So we challenge you to ask somebody to tell you something good that's happened in their life. And there is always something. And sometimes I feel like we want to talk about things, but we don't want to seem like too braggy. Like, what if I'm excited about something and then somebody doesn't care?
Yeah.
But yeah, we challenge you to ask somebody to tell you something good. It's 4th of July weekend this week. I'm going to the beach with my family for like 4 days. We'll see how that. I love my family, guys. When I tell you, like, I will spend every second with them if I could, but I'll tell you right now that I don't know how it's going to go.
I feel like it's always something when traveling with them. It's like,
yes. Well, when we went to Mexico, it was fun, but they were in control of everything, like the driving. So this is going to be different. So I'm like, it'll be fun. Okay. Because it's like, well, I'll have my own car. It's not like they're driving us everywhere. And
it's like we'll spend on the beach together.
Yes. And eat. They're cooking. That's what I'm excited for, eating they're cooking every single day. But yeah, what are you doing for 4th of July?
I think we're just going to do a cookout at my mom's. Yes. Not much. I have the whole week off.
Oh, what are you doing with your week off?
So I've been kind of like just cleaning. I'm probably going to thrift.
Yes.
I don't know.
But
And relax.
Yes, relax. I think it's hard to relax sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you feel guilty for relaxing, but I don't know if it's just me, but when I know the whole world is relaxing,
Yeah.
it makes me feel like, okay, I can relax too. Do you feel like that?
Yeah.
Like it's worth it. Like when I see other people relaxing and going to the beach, I'm like, all right, I guess we're all relaxing.
Yeah.
We asked on Instagram what you guys wanted to see and kind of more of our perspective on things and stories. I don't really have anything that I can think of at the moment. You told me some stories. I don't know. But y'all, I'm gonna tell you.
I feel like my stories are kind of rated R.
No, Jelly has the best stories. Like she really does. The other day she was telling me, I'm like, you need to tell the podcast these stories because they are so like good. But there is one of her friends that she wants to have on here and tell some of those stories. So we're gonna wait on. But they are so good. Like I could listen to a bedtime story from you every night. Like I'd be like, wait, what?
I'm like, yeah, those days. Oh my God.
Dean, there was one summer. We can talk about summer, like stories in the summer. There was one summer where my mom worked second shift, so she didn't get home till like late at night, I think. And my dad would be sleeping by then. So I snuck out every single day for a whole... Me and my cousin snuck out every single day for a week straight. We would go with our little boyfriends to the park.
During the day or night?
Night. Like at night. And it was fun because our boyfriends... And we were younger. Our boyfriends were brothers. So it was like perfect. Like it worked out perfectly. We would go to the park. But we would sneak out every night. I think it was for a week straight. We never got caught. I snuck out a lot, though, and I never got caught.
I don't think I ever snuck out.
Really?
I was too scared.
Well, I would be scared, but my brother would text me. Like, he had my back. Or my sister, I'd be like, am I good? And they'd be like, yes, you're good. But I don't know. My brother never snuck out. He didn't have to. But me and my sister would sneak out. Yeah, I can't think of.
I think when I was in high school, we would just have like sleepovers and camp out.
Oh, I want to camp out.
Get drunk.
We should do a camp out. I've never done a real camp out, like ever.
What's the real camp out to you?
Like you stay outside, you sleep outside.
You haven't done that?
Never.
It's kind of uncomfortable though.
Like if I do it, I want to be close to.
Yeah, I've done like backyard camp.
Yes, I want to do a backyard camp out. I feel like that would be fun. But Lexi's done where she goes to like a lake and does a camp out outside.
I want to try that, but I don't know. I'm kind of scared of bears and stuff.
Me too, but I'm more scared of men. I'm just. But we could take a gun. I wouldn't kill bear, but if he, no.
I would if it tried to.
Okay, if it tried to get me, yes, but I could change him. I'm just kidding. Like bear, you don't want to do this.
But something that happened to me the other day when I was getting ready for the shoot, I went in the mall I was trying to find a shirt or something. And then I went to get my eyebrows threaded and like someone hit my car and drove off. And at first I was like, was that there? But I was like, there's no way. And I saw the security guard and waved him down. And he was like, well, a lot of people think that somebody, like it happened somewhere else, but they just didn't notice it. And I was like, no, like this was here. So pretty much they checked the cameras and somebody hit my car and drove off.
You told me. And the craziest part, tell them.
That they found them
2 hours later.
Which is great. So round of applause for Greensboro Police Department.
They did their thing. They found. So where did they find them at?
I think they just alerted all the police, like their license plates and stuff. They found them like somewhere in Greensboro.
Oh my gosh.
But I was like, the cameras are that good. Like I didn't think. It made me be like, let me make sure that I don't.
Let me not ever do this to you. So if you're in Greensboro, don't do it.
Do not drive off because they got charged with a hit and run, like a lot more charges than they would have, you know.
Greensboro Mall does not play. You weren't in the parking deck, were you?
No.
But they don't play. That's where me and Lexi got caught smoking weed.
Oh yeah.
And when I tell you, like 5 policemen pulled up, I was like, is this necessary? But they don't play, so don't ever do nothing in the
I
Greensboro?
think they've gone. Well, they kind of have to be because a lot of things. Well, there have been like shootings and stuff, you know. So I think that's why they're just on it.
They don't even open past 7
Really?
because of like everything.
I did not know that. Damn. Which I don't go to. That's what made me be like, really? Because I go to the mall like 3 times a year. I never go to the mall. If I do, it's just for my eyebrows, but that's not even that often. And I'm like, this happened.
So are they fixing it? Like their insurance is getting involved?
Yeah, when they called, they gave us the insurance number and everything.
Oh my god.
And the cop was really hot, like really hot.
Oh.
But he was married.
Oh. Oh well. Everybody's married.
Except for me.
And me. Well, you know what? That was nice of the police to look after you like that. Sometimes I have my opinions and I'm like, they don't do things. You know, like, but they do. Most of them do.
Yeah, most of them.
They really do. What have you watched any like documentaries or anything on Netflix lately?
No, I just been watching Sex and the City.
Talk about it. Okay, let's talk about Sex and the City.
Jackie bullied me into watching
I
it.
told her, you better watch Sex and the City. Like, even if you play it in the background while you're getting ready, I don't care. Just play it. And
I'm going to rewatch it because I watch it like when I'm laying down and I watch a couple episodes and fall asleep. And then, you know, so I haven't seen every part, but I really like it. But my other friend had warned me that she didn't like Carrie at some point. And I got to that point where I was like, Carrie, like, she's getting on my nerves.
yes. I'm not even going to say, just know.
Because I'm like, why did you do Aiden like that?
I love Aiden.
Like, I don't know. But then I'm like, have I ever been a Carrie in my life? Like,
I feel like I've been a Carrie.
I think everybody has. Maybe that's why I don't like her.
Yeah, it's like a mirror.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Carrie. No, I love all the girls, but I don't like what she does. But again, that's how it is.
Yeah.
That's what real life is, so.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
So, who is like your favorite of the girls? If you had to choose one.
At first it was Carrie, and then I think Charlotte.
Yes. I love Charlotte. She is like my spirit animal. I hope to be like Charlotte.
Yeah, she's like feminine and just so like.
And she's very, like, she's not judgy either, but she's, I don't know. I just love her. Yeah. I think she knows what she wants, and she sticks to what she wants, and she doesn't care that the girls like make fun of her for it, or that they're dating around, that they don't want that life. Like, she still wants that life. But Samantha, I love Samantha just because she's wild.
Yeah,
but,
she's so wild.
Oh, I don't know. But I feel like I would love to have a friend like that.
Yeah,
like the stories
I think I have had a friend like that.
That has like
me. That's just like out there with everything. You know, it's funny.
And then Miranda, I like Miranda too, but with who's her boyfriend? Are you at the part where she's dating Scotty? Is it Scotty?
She had the baby. Yeah.
What's his name? Her boyfriend?
I don't remember his name.
I like her boyfriend. He seems like really nice. But yeah, Sex and the City. If you haven't watched it, just play it in the background. I promise.
Yeah.
Because that's how I started watching. I was like, let me play it and see like. But it would I remember I tried to watch it years ago, and it didn't hit. Like,
yeah,
I was
think
like,
you have to be at a certain point in your life, or I don't know.
You relate. I feel like I relate to it a little bit more.
Like, I feel like everybody has that Mr. Big that, you know, this.
Yes.
At some point.
He calls and you're like.
Yeah.
Or you start dating somebody else, but then Mr. Big comes along
Pops
again
up.
and you're like, But yeah, Aiden is. I loved him on the show.
Yeah. I feel like he would be like my dream man, like country and just can fix anything.
You know, I feel like Charlotte and him would have been perfect.
Yes. Well, I don't know. She's kind of uppity. Well, maybe though.
Yeah. But I feel like they would have been really good. Like, I don't know.
Anything else you've watched?
I watched the one I was telling you about, Perfect Wife.
Is it a movie?
The series on Hulu.
Oh.
Where she like fakes her disappearance. If you haven't watched it, it's really good. The whole time. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it. So, should I? We'll tell you guys where, but it's a pretty good series. Like, I kind of stopped watching shows like that what are they called? Like true crime.
Yeah.
I don't really watch them, but this one was good. It wasn't too scary, like where you're, it keeps you up at night. And then you find out she planned it all along.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one, but I have seen the YouTube videos, like people make of them. And yeah, she's lucky racist. And
She was racist. Okay, let me tell y'all. When you find out that everything was a lie, it kind of makes you be like, wait, then why was she saying she couldn't listen to mariachi music? Mm-hmm. She couldn't eat beans because it reminded her of the two girls that kidnapped her. And it turns out they find a page where she was saying like racist things, right? And she says that it wasn't her. Somebody made that, like, to kind of bully her in a way. But she didn't make that. And then you find out she did this whole thing. So there was never two Mexican ladies that kidnapped her. And then they even made it, like in the series, that if you were Mexican at the time, you were two women, you didn't even want to be seen together. Because they thought it was...
It happened in California, right?
Yes. Yeah. But she was just being racist. And honestly, I thought it was her husband who did something to her. Because she would tell people that he was abusive and... kind of give people the idea that he would hurt her, even though he didn't. So whenever she disappeared, her best friend was saying, oh, yeah, he did hit her. She told me.
And they had kids, right?
Yeah, they had, I think, 2 kids.
Yeah, I think so.
And the sad part is that she traumatized the kids,
yeah,
too.
That's what I'm like.
Yes, and all to be with her ex-boyfriend. And supposedly they didn't even have sex for 22 days. So what was she doing?
I don't know if I believe that.
He said that they didn't have anything, that nothing sexual happened. But first of all, why would he even involve himself?
Yeah.
But
was he a part of it?
Well,
or she lied to him about it?
She told him that he would hurt her and stuff. Oh. So he was thinking he was getting her out of the situation. But no, and I don't know, it's crazy. And she was found the day before Thanksgiving, and she had branded herself, cut herself, punched herself. I don't know. It's like that girl we were talking about, Carly. Is it?
Oh yeah, Carly. Is it Carly
or Carrie Russell?
I think Carly Russell. Carly Russell, I think.
Where she also did the same thing. For a man.
And I still want to know, where was she at this whole time?
She was at a hotel, I think.
Really?
I think they said she was at a hotel, and I think they knew that because she had booked it under her name. Oh. Like, I think, or a prepaid card.
But I'm like, what makes you think you're not going to get caught? Especially these cases blew up so big, Like,
yes.
Oh my God, I would die of embarrassment. Like, can we now?
I'd just be like, really disappear for real.
Yeah, and then the story, like the baby in a diaper, like that's what I'm like, how does your mind? I guess the stories are so crazy that you're like, there's no way they can be lying about it,
Yeah, because she said she saw a baby in a diaper running into the woods. Yeah. And then she got out of her car to go get the baby. Is that what she said?
Yeah, and the orange-headed guy kidnapped her or something. Like, that's all, like, it makes no sense.
And she did it for her man, right?
Yeah. I think she was trying to make him jealous because he posted he was with a stripper or something.
Oh. This is your sign. Don't. And I bet you she's not. Now she just looks crazy. Yeah. And he doesn't want to be with her anyway because of it. But, yeah, I think people don't realize that things like that can go viral.
Yeah, especially
and
this age.
And then when you get caught, that is embarrassing.
And like people were like donating money. Like, I'm sure does she have to pay them back?
I feel like you would have to.
Because the fucked up thing is, like, there's actually people who need help and you're taking resources away.
Yeah. And I feel like even her family probably, they didn't know about it, did they? I'm going to look it up real quick.
I don't think
what happened.
I don't know, but I know whenever she was already found, they were doing interviews and saying how she wouldn't lie. But I'm like, maybe they didn't know.
She avoids jail. She pleads guilty.
Does she just have to pay or nothing? Probation.
2 misdemeanors. False reporting to law enforcement authorities and falsely reporting an incident.
That's all? That's crazy.
She said, I made a grave mistake while trying to fight through various emotional issues and stress. You know what? I forgive her. I think that, I mean, you got caught. Like, you obviously have to feel bad. But
I'm just like, if she does better, okay. But
if she doesn't,
I feel like somebody like that, they probably never get in trouble in their life. Like,
and I think she was doing it for attention. Obviously, that was the only reason. And it's sad because obviously there's something missing.
Yeah, it's like, just go to therapy.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Like, Gypsy Rose. Have you been keeping up with Gypsy Rose?
Not recently. I was at one point.
You know she has a new man now.
I thought they broke up.
So she broke up with Ryan, and now she's dating her ex.
And they broke up too, right?
No, I think they're still together.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. That's another.
What was that TikTok she was saying about your panini pressed? Or
You're just mad because I have a Chad, and you don't.
And he wouldn't touch you with the
10-foot pole.
But I'm like, what does panini pressed mean?
You're just pressed.
Well, what does panini mean?
It's like a sandwich. Have you ever seen a panini sandwich?
Okay.
She's saying, you're panini pressed.
Did she make that up?
I think she did. Or I don't know, but she...
Because a lot of her sounds, I'm like, okay, she ate with that.
She did. We should make that as a TikTok. She's like,
Yeah.
What did she say? You're just mad. Or she's like, and he wouldn't touch you with a
10-foot pole.
But what did she say about her first man? She said about their sex life.
I didn't see that.
That it was good.
Oh, the D.
It's fire. Oh, no. I cannot. But she cracks me up.
Yeah, but I am like, a lot of people are like, dude, should she have that fame just because of what she did? But I'm like, it was fucked up what her mom did to her.
Yeah.
You know?
The part that is messed up, too, and I don't understand, is her ex that did it.
Yeah, is still in jail.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I kind of I'm in conflict between that because she's the one that told him, and he...
Yeah, I think he wasn't there all the way, so he did it.
And apparently, I think they said that she was watching, Gypsy watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or she didn't. Like, there's, like, questions if she did or not. So, I think that's the part where I'm like...
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know, a lot of people are obsessed with her, but I'm like, this isn't a role model for us.
Yeah. Can we talk about... If you keep up with Brook and Hannah...
Oh, yeah. I wonder if anybody does.
So, I wonder, because we just asked somebody if they knew who Brook and Hannah were.
Who did we ask?
Michelle. And she said
yeah,
no,
no.
but...
It is very niche, I feel like, but...
We've been watching them for a while, and it just... If you follow Brook, you saw where she talks about her ex and how he faked his whole accent, faked the death of his family. And the more videos that I watch, I cringe. I can't.
Yes.
I can.
The videos of him like shaking is.
And then there is videos where he would do people's names in an Australian accent. They're like, send your name, and then he'd say it in an Australian accent, just like people wanted to hear him say their names. There's people who have tattooed quotes from him.
Oh yeah.
And even his handwriting.
Which I had knew for a long time because she's been talking about it, but she never told the full story. But I did when he had went on Zach saying, and I seen clips of it where his accent would go in and out, like it would go from Australian to like normal. Like I'm like, how does people that lie like that? Like, how do you think? You know,
and how do other people not expose them?
Yeah.
I feel like if we try to lie about something like that, like somebody in our hometown would be exposing us.
I feel like people tell me my accent is fake, and it's not.
They say that your country accent is fake.
They say my accent is fake. I'm like,
I feel like a lot of people from Bisco and Kinder have more country.
Yeah, definitely.
I have noticed that, but I like it. It's cute. But yeah, I think Clinton, is that his name? Is that even his real name? I don't know. It's just
he's a narcissist.
He had a lot of red flags from the beginning too. Like there was a lot of he said no. Brooke said that he wouldn't let her leave. Yeah. Or would try to make her feel bad for leaving if I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I think she definitely ignored a lot of red flags.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't even know how she even fell for it. I'm sorry.
But I wouldn't, like, if we hung out with him, do you think we would be like, ew?
No, it depends
Because I'm
on
like, he was like, he invited her backstage to his concert. Like, he was up there. So,
no, we'd be like, let's go.
Yeah.
If we were fans, we would have been like, let's go. But I think, and it's crazy because now other girls are showing screenshots of him messaging them. And that man was for real thirsty.
Yeah.
And the way he would, I don't know. It's okay. We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all given the wrong man too many chances. So, Brooke, we don't shame you. Right?
Right. I did quit gardening. It's been so hard.
Like completely, you quit it.
Yeah. Well, it's only been like two weeks.
How do you feel?
I feel like my brain fog is gone. Because I'm not going to lie, like I would have brain fog, just kind of more fatigue. I feel like it would just relax me too much. And I haven't had an appetite. I feel like none of my clothes fit right now.
Like you don't get the munchies and
But I feel like even like to eat, I don't have an appetite.
that's funny because I hear that from other people too. Like they need to smoke to
Yeah.
get hungrier. But what made you want to stop?
Just because I don't want to depend on it. You know, like for one, my brain fog, because I feel like I couldn't remember anything, or I would wake up kind of groggy and have the munchies all the time. I just don't want to depend on something.
Yeah.
Was the main thing.
That's good though that you you just cut it out like cold turkey, like you just done. Oh my goodness.
But I feel like it's still a process. I don't know. Eventually I might do it again, but I don't want to do it every day.
Yeah. Were you doing it every day?
A little bit. I would just
A little bit.
I would hit, not like all day or not like even a whole blunt, but like I would just hit it once or twice and just be. But yeah.
That's good though. I feel like smoking, everyone has a different experience with it. Some people get more energized, some people get groggy or tired, or so I guess it just depends on your body. But I don't do it because I get paranoid and anxious.
Lately, that's another reason I have been getting anxious with it. And they say eventually it leads to that, of where you can't control your thoughts, or you're like freaking out. And I don't know, because I was like watching documentaries on like the long-term effects, and it kind of scared me.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of, is like the vape long-term effects. We don't know what those are. We don't know. We know what cigarettes can do to you, but I feel like vapes are definitely worse than, they're even worse than cigarettes. And that's the part that because I was vaping, like, and when I drink, I have the urge to vape. Like if someone has a vape, I'm like, let me hit it. But lately, I didn't even hit it on Saturday, actually, now that I remember. But, we don't know what the long-term effects of vaping is, but marijuana, I feel like everyone, like my brother, when he smokes, he's like more energized. He's ready. He's like,
yeah, and that's why I'm like, maybe it's the strand that I've been smoking. Maybe I need to look more into that, or try hemp or something. But I don't know. For me, I feel like I noticed like I'm just not as sharp whenever I am in it. My dreams, like I can remember my dreams now. Like usually I feel like I would sleep and have no dreams, or I don't know if I just didn't remember them.
Yeah.
But now, like, I'll remember, like, when I wake up, I remember them, and I'm like, whoa, that was crazy. Like, I don't know.
Well, I'm proud of you for that. I know you've been talking about it, right? You've been kind of saying, like, I want to stop. So.
And which I have, but I start back, and then I'll go periods of time. But I'm going to try to, like, at least a couple of months. And if I mess up, then I'll just start over, try again.
Yeah. And I think life is all about balance. And if you know it's something you want to stop and you're on that path, you might mess up, maybe. But 2 weeks is good, and you keep going. And
they always say, like, you can't get addicted to it. But I'm like, yeah, you can. Like, I don't know why that was a myth, but or at least the feeling of it, or like something, I don't know. I guess it's one of those things, like they say, the hand to mouth thing, or kind of like when you quit smoking cigarettes or whatever. But,
or vaping or any of that. Like, I feel like you can get addicted. I know people who are addicted to marijuana.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot better than being addicted to other things.
Yeah.
But if you know that it's messing with your productivity or it's getting in the way of what you want to do, then maybe it is, hey, time to step back a little bit from it.
Yeah, I just need to find something to replace it with.
You could do, Lexi found these vapes that are all natural, but they don't hit you in the back of the throat like they should. Like you hit it and you don't feel it. I'm like, where is it at? I don't feel anything. But I saw this girl I follow or I look at TikToks of people who quit vaping and they buy like gum, Tic Tacs, like
something to have like in their mouth or.
Yeah, but you do look thinner, like skinny. Like I was telling you the other day, I was like, dang, you look fit, girl. Like even
I feel like I look too skinny.
I feel like you look good. You look really good.
I just need to stay in the gym. I guess I'll be more toned, but
maybe your metabolism is kind of getting used to. Like, I don't know, girl. I need to start. I need to do that because I'm always hungry. Maybe I should start smoking and then quit.
But that's the crazy thing because I used to not smoke. Like I hung out with smokers and I would just be like, I'm good. Like they would pass it around. I'm like, I'm good for the longest. And eventually I would try it and I'd be like, no, I don't like it. But then I started somehow and then I was like, fuck.
Yeah. But I think it depends also who you hang out. Like if you hang out with people who are smoking, you're going to want to smoke. But yeah, I have smoked. I mean, I got freaking charged with it when I was 17, but I don't know. It just never made me feel like.
I think you probably didn't do it for long enough. Because at first I felt like that. Mm-hmm. Like I would be like freaking out and stuff. And I just would keep trying it. And then I was like, okay.
Or at first it was that it wasn't strong. So I liked it. Because I didn't feel too like over the edge. Like, so it was like Reggie or something.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So it was good. I'm like, where is the Reggie at?
Reggie gave me headaches.
Yeah, I could handle that, but then I don't know who's growing this marijuana, but it is not what it used to be. Even edibles, like those, I'm scared. I am so scared of edibles.
I think I did edibles one time and never again. Like it scared me.
Yeah, I've done them a few times, and the last time I did them was actually last summer. We were on a trip, me and my family. We all did them. And it was fun because we were all kind of like on the same. But
it's fun.
Eventually we were in public and I don't like being high in public. Like that is like my big, like, I don't like it. So I just wanted to be home. I just wanted to be home so bad. I'm like, can we be in the room already? I went straight to my room. That's what I do. Like if I do any of that, I just want to be like laying down and just chilling or watching a movie.
I actually have tried it other times, but there was just one time where it scared me. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I forgot that it was edibles and I was eating it like candy. I had like 7 gummies.
Oh my gosh. I love hearing funny stories about that. If y'all have any funny stories, I want to hear about it because I think we all have like a story that a bad experience with edibles and in the moment it feels like your life is it's like the end of the world for you, but now you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, it was a moment in my life. Because I remember my first experience was my brother gave me, I worked at the gym and my brother's like, hey, Lexi made these edibles. If you want to just take a bite, try them. I took a little bite and I forgot all about it. I was like, oh, they're good. I don't taste or I think I did taste a little bit, but I was like, okay, I got ready for work. On my way to work, it hit me and I did not think it was gonna hit me. It's like 2 p.m. Think about it. Like I'm on the way to work and I'm in front of I'm like 2 minutes from my job and it's like the world just kind of stopped around me. So I call my brother crying. I'm like, what did you give me? You drugged me. What was in that? And he's like, oh, just breathe, Jackie. Just relax. Drink a lot of water. It was like the worst. And then I had to work and I worked with the people, like signing them up for memberships, talking to them. So it was the worst experience. And I had to tell my manager, like, hey, I'm not feeling too good. Can you put me to do something that does not involve me talking to people? So, and I kind of told the other people I was working with, I'm like, I had an edible. Honestly, I don't even know what's going on. So they kind of like had my back. They're like, here, just relax, do this. Well, but I was high that whole day. And I was so mad at my brother. I'm like, I would never. But then I took some again after.
Yeah, I think my time I came up here to Greensboro and I was with a friend and we were out like getting drinks and stuff. And we're like, let's go get a tattoo. And then they're like, okay. She's like, let's eat an edible so that we're calm.
No.
And we freaking eat like 7. Well, maybe it was probably like 5 each.
No.
Yeah.
No, Julie, this.
And we go and we walk in there. And I was trying to vlog. Every time something crazy, I'm vlogging it. Like, let's go get a tattoo. And as soon as I walk in there, I'm like, fuck. Like, I feel it. And they're asking me what I want. I was going to get like my birth year, like 1992, and like they're like, okay, we're gonna draw it out. They took my ID, like my number, everything. We're like, okay, we're gonna go wait in the car. And as soon as we go to the car, I'm just like freaking out because it made me scared. It made me so scared. And this is gonna be her first tattoo, and she was freaking out too. And I'm just like I can't go in there.
Okay, that is so crazy that y'all would do that before a tattoo.
Yes. But we're sitting there. I swear time went by like so fast, but slow at the same time. Like we're sitting there, they're calling my phone, and I'm like, I can't answer. And then in my head, I'm like, they're going to come kill us because we don't go in there. Like I'm freaking out. And they keep calling, and I'm like, oh my God, like they already have my ID. Like they have everything. And it was ready. And we sit there, and I wake up at like 6 a.m.
Wait, y'all slept in the car
Yeah.
there? Outside of the tattoo shop? Stop.
This was probably like 5. We were in the car for like 12 hours.
Oh my gosh.
And I wake up with vomit on myself, like everywhere on the dashboard, everywhere.
Okay. 5, first of all, you took, what was it, gummies?
Yeah.
How many?
I don't know how many milligrams.
It's probably like 10 each.
Yeah.
So you had like.
I think I was overdosing because I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Like in my head, I'm like, they're going to find me. I'm going to be in this car dead. Like, and I was just like, oh my God, do I call and tell everybody bye? Like, I don't know. It was so weird.
Oh my God. I feel like I would have called now.
But I couldn't even, I was so close. She kept telling me, no, like, you're going to be okay. That would have been so embarrassing.
Was she feeling it too like that?
Yeah, but I think not as bad. I think I ate more.
No, I don't know. I don't know how you would do that much
But it was by accident. I should have made myself throw up or something.
Yeah. I remember one time I was hanging out with my cousin and we were going to go do some Christmas shopping. So she's like, let's meet up at my friend's house. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, so they know I don't smoke at this point. They know that I never smoke. They were even like hitting the blunt and they're like, do you want to smoke? I'm like, no, I don't smoke. Or I just said no. I was like, no. And then they give me a chocolate. And they're like, here, he made these chocolates. And I'm like, does it have weed in it? Because they're like, no, just eat it. Like, they're really good. I promise it doesn't have weed in it. Tell me why it had freaking... So we're on the way to Christmas shopping. I'm still thinking, like, we're good. And I think on the way there, they're like, we got a confession. And they told me, and I promise as soon as they told me...
They shouldn't have told you.
I felt it. I'm like... I don't know if it was the placebo effect or what.
Yeah.
Well, then, because I was like, well, I'm already going to be high, I hit the blunt. I was like, might as well. I'm already going to feel it. So we go to Texas Roadhouse. And when I tell you, this is when they had the peanuts.
Oh, yeah.
That you eat out there. I was eating the peanuts. We sit down. This is before we go shopping. And I probably ate like 3 baskets of rolls.
Oh my God.
And then they lie to the waitress. It was my birthday.
Oh my God.
Imagine being high. And they're like, and then the poor girl, like, she's so innocent. She's like, hey, no one's able to come sing with me, but I'll sing to you.
Oh
Dude,
my God.
Imagine you're sitting there and this girl is by herself, like singing happy birthday. And I was just like, girl. And we could not stop laughing. I was trying to hold it in because I knew she was trying. But I don't know. It was just like, it felt like a dream. Even now talking about it, it feels like a funny dream. No Christmas shopping was done. We went right back home. But Yeah, I felt so bad for her. I feel like in that moment, I would have just been like, here's your dessert.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry. She sang to me all by herself. And
I hate when people do that, like fake birthdays. Or I don't even like for them to know when it is my birthday to sing. Because to me, I get secondhand embarrassment. I'm like that.
And what do you do? What do you do when they're singing? You're just like,
thanks.
yes. But it was the worst. Yeah, they told her it was my birthday behind my back, so I didn't know. But yeah, no, the birthdays, that to me, or at Taco Loco, we do it to people, right? It's been like 3 times I sing to the wrong person.
Oh my God.
Because they'll tell me, or they'll be like, here, you walk first. It's this person. I'm like, okay. So I walk out with a dessert or with the hat. And they're like, no, wrong person. I'm like, oh. But yeah, I don't know. I like mariachis, but not when they're singing to me.
Yeah.
You know, when you request a song and they're like just watching you and singing, it's like, but.
Yeah, but I remember I felt so bad though about them sketching it. Like I wanted to call the next day.
So they went and drew everything out for you.
Yeah.
You need to go back.
I know. It's probably been like 3 years.
Oh, I'm sure they were.
But the next day, like I was like, oh, they had my ID, my copy of my license and everything. And I just wanted to apologize.
They probably knew you were high though when you walked in.
I hope so.
Because they probably could tell in your eyes, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe we should call them and apologize right now. I'm just kidding. Imagine you're like, hey,
I'm going to go in there one day and be
off.
like, my bad. Like, let's do that too.
We should go back. Because usually tattoo artists, they do stay a while. I've noticed that in their shop. Like, they'll be there for years.
Yeah.
So it's probably the same people. They probably have a picture of you of do not tattoo. If she comes in, do not.
I bet. I feel so bad though.
You're like in their burn book of people not to tattoo. You never know. We should one day go.
I don't remember the name of it, but I remember it had like this mural. Like, it's probably in downtown somewhere.
Yeah. That is funny. Well, we want to know what stories you have. I'm sure a lot of people have, especially, I feel like the weed and everything just gets like more, like stronger by the years. You can't even microdose on anything. Can you microdose on weed? Like edibles? No.
Probably. If you do like just a little bit of it.
Actually, when I was in Aspen, they have weed is legal there in Colorado. So they had like Skittles that were 1 gram of THC each. Yeah. So I had 2, and I was like the best high, like because I wasn't tripping, and it was like just giggly, like you know, you're just in the giggles, but it was 2 milligrams.
Yeah, I think that's probably the happy.
We should do it on here one day.
Let's do it.
Maybe.
I wonder if it would do anything to me.
I don't know. I feel like it probably, if you like go without it for a while. Yeah. But I don't want to be the reason you smoke or you do any of that.
I think I'll be good. I just want to, like, I think I'm going to do it. I just want to find a good strand that works good with me.
That makes you feel good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Everybody has different experiences. So, yeah, let us know what your experience with marijuana is, because I think it hits everybody different. But I love, like, when I hear of, like, older people who do it. Because to me, it's like, it's really, like, to me, it's very surprising. But there is a lot of older people, like, in their 60s that do, like, these
Which, I feel like there's good sides to it, like, with pain, it helps people, you know, like.
And it doesn't make you aggressive, like liquor can, you know. So I think, you know, I guess it just depends on you, but I do think that weed is definitely more chill than alcohol.
Yeah.
Too chill, maybe. We'll be shooting weekly, so we should have episodes weekly. It's just figuring it out, like our schedules and trying to get everything out. We'll have our photo shoot up, which I love the pictures. I'm like, I hope you guys love them as much as we do, but we do love them, and we had fun doing it, and it kind of made having our podcast more official. I'm like, wait, we have a podcast. It's crazy because when people ask us like what we do, we should start saying we have a podcast.
Yeah, that is true. And it's funny because people mention it, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I do podcasts. Like when I went to the restaurant.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell y'all that story. So I was working at my parents' restaurant. I was helping out in the front, and you had gone. Well, anyway, I was helping out in the front, and one of the workers there, it was like, there's a huge podcaster, like she's really big out there in Cantina, and I'm like, nuh-uh. They're like, yeah, come out here. Like she's sitting out there, and I'm like, who is it? They're like, I don't know. You'll know. Echo out there. It's Jelly. I'm like, yeah. They were cracking me up, but I'm like, yes, that's true. Like manifesting.
Eventually,
yes, yeah. It's true though.
Yeah.
It's only as true as we believe it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna start telling people I'm a podcaster. It's funny because Lexi, she's like always telling people like about she's like, yeah, she does this. She has a podcast going right now. It's called Tell Me. Like she is my biggest like promoter out there, which I love her. And that's like that's a true friendship because she literally, people will go eat at the restaurant and she'll be the one to tell them like, oh yeah, my best friend, or they'll ask something, or I don't know, she'll bring me up somehow. She'll be like, yeah, she has, if you need a house, let her know. If you want to watch a podcast, she has a pod. If you need coaching, I'm like, girl, she is my biggest like promoter. She's like, I don't know, but that's how friendships should be.
Yeah, that's good. Because I feel like people ask me and I'm like kind of shy about it, like podcast, but I'm gonna start being like, I'm a podcaster.
We're what was that podcast? I mean, that video we watched, that oh, I gotta look it up.
I don't remember what she said.
Passionate,
something like that.
Entrepreneur, multi-passionate entrepreneur. We were watching a video and this girl talks about pretty much exactly how we feel about life, and she said that she had a lot of interest in that. When people would ask her like, what do you do, she would say, I think it was multi-passionate entrepreneur. Period.
Because most people don't, there's not one thing that you're, you know, like me, I feel like I'm interested in a lot of different things. So
I think sometimes we feel like we need to be in this box, and even she talks about it on that video, and it's, you have to be really good at one thing, right? And we all believe that. I believe that too. I believed it. Where I'm like, well, if I try all these things, I'm never going to be great at anything because I'm trying too many things. But you can be passionate about multiple things, and you don't need to fit yourself in a box, right? I think sometimes we think, oh, well, I'm a mom now. I can't do this. I'm a or whatever it is. Like you put yourself in this box and you keep your passions out of it. And I feel like we'll never feel fulfilled if we try to do that. And people will try to put you in that box without realizing it. I think sometimes people will be like, oh, like, are you still doing this? Or is that what you, like, I don't know. And you try to like, I guess say like, well, I do this too. I do that. And they're like, what? Like,
yeah, exactly.
So honestly, let that be your flex, that you don't just fit in a box. Right? But all right, that concludes. Does that conclude? That concludes episode 15. I can't believe we've done 15 already.
I know. I feel like I tried to picture like when we started, like, you know, but I'm like, we were
with our little microphones. And it was just 7 months ago.
Yeah.
It was not even long ago at all, but it feels like it was last year for some reason.
Yeah. But we're still here. We're going to keep posting, and
we thank you for watching, for just being here. And when we ask, what do you guys want to see? We do get some responses, and that means a lot. And we will, you know, post more of what you guys want to see. Like I think we talked about, we want to start having guests on here, and we encourage, if you want to tell your story or there's something you want to share, please let us know. We would love to have you on here so you can do that. This is a safe space for you to share anything or whatever it is that you're feeling. Or if you need advice, we hope that you feel comfortable to ask us, and we're happy to give it.
Exactly.
All right. Is that everything?
That's everything. We'll see y'all. Well, we're actually about to film another episode really quick.
Yeah, we're going to do another episode super quick. And you're going to see us wearing the same clothes. I should have brought a different shirt.
I bought a jacket, but it's in the car. But it's okay.
It's okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.